Welcome back to Let's Play Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem. If you leave the game on for long enough, with your sanity low, you get this really awesome screensaver, I guess if you want to call it that.
Is it really happening?
And actually, if you leave Alex idle for a little bit, she actually has some really cool idle animations, one of them being with this revolver, that kind of ocelot-esque twirling with the revolver. She can also toss the gladius up in the air and catch it. Alright, I'm equipping the revolver just in case I get the sanity effect where the character shoots the TV screen, because sometimes they do that. So oh hey! Quite conveniently, there's revolver ammunition scattered all over the floor of the mansion. So let's make sure we pick all these up. And then we can continue on. Oh, there's a flying book too. I guess some ghost kids got in here and they're having dictionary fights, like
Is it really happening?
like in high school. Okay. Oh yeah, all of that ammo was fake, so in case I needed to tell you that. But yeah, last time we learned that Lindsay actually delivered Edward the Heart of Mantarok. So we're gonna just carry a heart around with us for some reason. Hey, where are you going? You got some people walking around in the house too. Except it's all in her head. Oh man. Sometimes you kind of just have to play this game without talking or with no friends at all, just to creep yourself out with the audio aesthetic. So if you remember, that little panel in the door was actually where the servants' quarters used to be. It is of no concern at all at the moment. This is our main concern. A glowing field of energy protects the window. Okay. Well, we know what to do about that. And there's just a chapter page floating in the air. Okay. The game doesn't even want to try to explain that. It just says the chapter page is in midair.
Today, I am your master. Your task is to guard the artifact before you. Let no one touch it.
Oh, hey, I remember that thing. The thing that the monster was guarding, not the monster itself.
In Europe, during the time of the Inquisition, paranoia and corruption ran deep. With the fear of devilry running rampant, the ancients' corruption extended far beyond mortal knowledge, corrupting all that could be corrupted. My researches uncovered an interesting incident. A Franciscan monk named Paul Luther was traveling through the region of Amiens during the witch hunts of the Inquisition. Now, under martial law, the Inquisition prevented anyone from leaving the town and its nearby cathedral, for everyone was suspect.
Welcome to Oubliette Cathedral,
Brother Luther. I'm glad that our sacred order can bestow hospitality on our Franciscan brethren.
I shall not impose, Excellency. I merely request lodging and a viewing of the sacred relic, the Hand of Jude.
Many have traveled far and even risked their lives for a glimpse of the hallowed relic's true splendor. Of course, it would be wise to keep quiet during your stay. The Inquisition is here for a reason, brother. We seek to purge the Deviancy from this town.
I am sure that will not be a problem. Amiens appears to be a peaceful hamlet.
It appears to be, but Deviancy is secreted in the most deceptive places, which I believe is the case with Amiens.
Then I wish you luck in your search.
The Inquisition does not need luck, Brother Luther. Faith and purity are our guides.
Alright, so now we play as Paul Luther. Let's just leave. It works in Donkey Kong Country. That's locked. That way leads to nowhere. Let's actually check out Paul Luther's stats. He has probably the worst health meter in the game, the lowest one, but his magic meter is actually really good, and his sanity is pretty alright as well. Not that we really have any use for that, nor do we have a use for these meditation rods, which actually can be used to give a full heal of sanity. It's ideal if you don't want to lose your sanity all the time, but that's kind of the whole purpose of playing this game.
For the love of God! God! Help! Come quickly!
A murder! A murder most foul! What heresy is this?
I found him lying here, dead. I called the guards.
Is this our first suspect? Make sure no one touches the body. It must be examined for signs of devilry. As for this man, make sure he doesn't leave the cathedral. We will question him later.
But...
Hold your tongue, Franciscan, or it might bring my wrath upon thee. Who is to say that you did not commit this murder? If you trust in the Almighty, and you are indeed innocent, then you will have nothing to fear.
He literally just walked through the front door and is branded the first and only suspect of this murder. We already knew suspicious shit was going on, but come on. Got a Chaos Emerald.
Are you here to pass sentence on me?
No, I'm here to free you. You are in incredible danger. This cathedral used to be a place of peace. Now many strange things happen here. I don't want you to end up like the others.
What do you mean?
The body you found was Brother Andrew, and he was killed to protect a secret. We can't talk about it here. Find me in the bell tower later, and I shall aid thee further.
Why are you releasing me?
I don't want to see another innocent die like your Franciscan brethren. I have seen Brother Andrew make numerous entries into his journal. This may contain the answers to the cathedral's dark secrets.
What can I do?
If I were you, I'd run.
They will surely hunt me if I run. This has to stop.
Then be it on your own head, Luther. Find Brother Andrew's journals if you can. He spent time in the old tower investigating. I believe I can find the key to the old tower in one of my stores. Later, come find me in the bell tower, and I will give it to you. Be swift. We can't evade them forever.
Alright, so it's not quite a Chaos Emerald, but... But we will be achieving ultimate power. A new statue did not appear, as Lindsay did not die. He was actually the first person whose chapter we played who did not succumb to the darkness. He got out alive. Alright, so we're gonna take I was gonna take his advice and just run. Let's run to the bell tower then. Now you could actually run around the pews down on that floor and avoid the body so that you can explore around the cathedral some more. And it actually would be worth it to explore it before you actually trigger the cutscene to the dead body and everything. You know, picking up the Tome of Eternal Darkness and letting monsters appear. Speaking of monsters, we have no weapons, so let's not even bother with him. I'm not gonna fight a zombie barehanded, come on. Yeah, let's just attract everyone's attention.
Ah, Brother Luther, not a moment too soon. As you have noticed, dread things inhabit this place. Shambling corpses, and worse.
There is darkness at work here, in the midst of the Inquisition.
I suspect it is worse than that, but I have no proof. Brother Andrew knew this also, and paid the price for it.
Why are you telling me this?
Perhaps you can finish off what Andrew started. Take this key. It unlocks the old tower. It has been sealed off since the Inquisition arrived.
I intend to uncover the truth behind this.
If you manage to uncover the source of darkness, return here, and I will do everything I can to help. Till then, brother, may your faith protect you.
Alright, so now we have to do some detective work here and find out what's really going on with this cathedral. He said the old tower has been sealed off ever since the Inquisition arrived, and it was sealed off for good reason. Well, good reason for them. Hopefully I don't run into many monsters, because I have no weapons, and by the game's accordance, I don't have a means to defend myself with magic. Except for this torch. Perfect timing. And there's actually a treasure chest in this room, and that is not the button to open a chest. Oh, it's a crossbow. And the podium key. So this is actually kind of a lengthy chapter 2, kind of, just because there's so much running around. This is a large area, after all. And there's an organ here. Let's see what we can do with it. No musical talent. But then we got an altar here that's like there's nothing. There's nothing here. Alright. Well, since we did get the potion key. This dude went into this this cathedral thinking, oh, there's nothing dark about this place. I'm pretty sure it's all great. Everybody here is nice. And it's like, well, what did Augustine say earlier? That deviancy is secreted in the most deceptive places. Yep, those used to belong to the dead guy. This book of reliquaries. The forgeries of reliquaries. So there's actually a reason why, well, there actually is no reason why I haven't been casting any spells, because I should be casting spells. I have access to every spell in the game, in fact, so... Alright, this is a neat little detail that I kind of like about this game, is that they included the whole thing where you have to put your foot on the crossbow to properly reload it. Something quite interesting. Alright, so there's this wall here. The wall does not look anything out of place whatsoever, but all of these wine caskets are examinable. And somehow this works. Somehow. Sure. That is not the right item. But the mace is a pretty reliable weapon, I would say. It's kind of short range, doesn't do too much damage, but it's at least something. I mean, what else do you expect to find in the cathedral? A sword? Well, during the Inquisition, maybe. But who's to say for certain? Alright, so that is a horror. With how much health Paul Luther has, we do not want to get within melee range of that thing. We're already getting wind chimes that are saying, "Hey, you're going crazy." Oh boy, this is not working out too well. Ah, there we go. Just as I said that, the last bolt does the trick. I was actually worried I was going to run out of crossbow bolts. I have one left. We don't need to finish off the horror. Okay. There's a blue one and a green one. So logic dictates that there is a red one floating around somewhere that we need to return with. Just as long as there aren't 7 of them. That would be quite a task. Oh, now that we're done down there, I really should be casting this magic pool spell just to keep me running, but I kind of don't want to do it for the sake of the rest of the LP. Oh man, give Paul Luther a moment to rest. Enchant this weapon. Yeah, like I said in the last chapter, Mantrock is not mandatory to beat the game with, but it is really helpful to have. Let's see what's behind this dreaded old tower. Okay, well, no hope for him. Yeah, Luther kind of has an undignified finish, but you know, he's a monk, not a warrior. Lindsay was a scholar, not a warrior. This is a good spell, the shield spell. Alright, this is a good spell, so let's actually assign that spell right away. Let's actually do Ulyath. So what the shield spell does... makes these 3 orbs fly around you and they act as shields. They're pretty good shields too. So pretty much anything that hits you is going to bounce off. The reason why I'm casting Ulyath instead of, Zelatoth or Mantarok is because both of those shield spells will actually... they'll actually protect you from sanity loss. Oh, actually, strangely enough about the Bone Thieves is that, you know how, like, they dodge bullets and everything? They actually can't dodge crossbow bolts for some reason. Alright, we got a sheet of music. Oh, wow. There's no way to tell what song it is because it doesn't have a key signature on the freaking note. Yeah, so this is when Brother Andrew decided, hey, this religion doesn't seem to be on the up and up. All sorts of strange. Yeah, unfortunately the secret passage is gone now. So we won't be getting through the secret passage that Anthony went through. Ooh. Anthony, you've seen better days, man. You alright? Oh, whoa. It's okay, man. We're allies. Okay, so at least I can get your sword. I can get your sword at least. I'm not too certain if you get the two-handed sword, if you didn't get the two-handed sword in Anthony's chapter. I don't believe such is the case. I think he just straight up has the sword all the time. But if you remember, Anthony is immortal. So this might be a losing battle. Or we could just win anyway. Alright. Anthony, may you rest in peace. You did well to warn Charlemagne, even though it was completely in vain. Give solace to the undead, I guess. Alright, so there's some rain happening outside. There's a lot of rain, a lot of thunder outside. Really sets the mood for a horror game. Alright. If it was C minor, you could have just said so. Just giving me a tremolo clef. Just giving me a tremolo clef is not good enough. Oh. I actually forgot that those were there. Alright. So instead of holy water and stuff that's supposed to be in here, it's in fact a circle of power. So now we have the 5-point circle of power, which means that we can make the multiple point spells like Pius did. In the cutscene before this chapter started, he actually casted a 9-point summoning spell for the Guardian. We're not going to get quite as high as 9, but, you know. Yeah. So it says that 5 points require a power rune. That is something that we do not have. It is something that is going to be acquired later. Alright. Having a shield spell is very nice. Now, so basically at this point in the game, you can pretty much make yourself invincible. By the end of Lindsay's chapter, you can pretty much make yourself invincible. So, now for this ruby. Now, for what's truly behind this door. Oh god, what is this? I forgot about the dancer! I forgot about the dancer again! Oh god, I need to get away. How am I supposed to do this? How am I supposed to fight the dancer of the Boreal Valley on a GameCube controller? This can't be happening! Oh, okay, there are the monsters that I want to fight. And by fight, I mean run completely away from. There's our rune. Alright, Pargon. Probably one of the most meme-tastic runes in the game. Oh, they just took away all my shields. That's great. I didn't want to. So there's a statue around that is just gonna keep looking at me no matter where I go. He's just gonna be like, yeah, I'm here. What you up to, buddy? And strangely enough, in this chapter, you hear a bunch of Anthony groaning. Oh, and here we have a room with 2 horrors in it that we do not need to bother with at all. Well, good thing I have this torch. Oh, come on. They're starting to take my health now. Oh no, mummies! I hate mummies. I hate mummies. But I did find more crossbow bolts, thanks to the mummies. So, we have no idea what this is yet. Okay. So, last time Anthony had to depress a plate to this it's just open for us now. Okay. Oh jeez. This is gonna be fun. dealing with zombies in a crowded hallway.
Help me, Grandpa. I can't take this anymore.
Don't be so weak, Alex. You have a stronger mind than this. I didn't bring up a weakling. Not a scared wretch of a girl.
You kept all this from me. You kept me alone. You shared nothing with me.
I couldn't. I could never give you the burden. I just wanted you to grow up. To grow up and leave me alone. Why couldn't you have been killed with your parents?
This can't be happening!
I didn't think that sanity effect would show up so early. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. The sound of ladies being lashed and whipped, crying babies. Yes, this is all such magical sounds. Alright, so now, the Pargon rune. So just to give a little example of how it's done, I'm actually going to make a spell for you. So we're gonna make Dispel. So you would get the runes that you would normally make for Dispel, you know, Dispel area, and then you add 2 Pargons to it. And there you go. That's how 5-point spells work. The same is going to be applied to 7-point spells, except it's going to be with 4 Pargons instead. So now we have the final diary page. But why? Why would you... Yeah, so the Book of Reliquaries had a little passage, and then the rest of the pages were scattered about. So basically what Andrew found out was that the members of the Inquisition here aren't actually members of the Inquisition. They're actually up to more devious things. Which is to be expected. I mean, it's like you cannot trust Pius when he's in disguise like that. He doesn't even, like, he just comes off as creepy in all of his disguises, and there's like nothing that he does about it. Now, another thing that happens with this chapter is that sometimes, in this chapter particularly, like, doors end up being locked for no reason. Like, you go to open a door and it just makes the lock sound, but it doesn't give you, like, a text box saying that the door is locked or anything. The game is supposed to be giving you a sanity effect, but it's not. See, kind of like that. But it's like, what's the sanity effect going? Oh.
To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing end them. To die, to sleep no more, and by a sleep to say we end.
What's going on here?
You're going absolutely batshit insane. That's what's going on here, Mr. Luther. And there's nothing that you can do about it. It's just a thing that happens when you brush up with the eternal darkness. You just go crazy, and all sorts of shit goes down, and you don't know what to do. It's just a way of life. Yeah, like I said, usually those locked doors happen like even when a sanity effect is not going on for whatever reason. Does he say something different? Nope, he says nothing different. Ugh. Luther, I know you're tired, man. I know you're tired, but you can't rest. You still have a lot of running to do. This is what you get spending your childhood just practicing praying instead of, you know, paying attention in gym class. Cut gym class to pray. And what could the school do about it? The school wouldn't be able to do anything about it.
Brother Andrew suspected Augustine all along. I managed to find remnants of his journal, and it all points to Augustine's involvement with a paganistic cult operating inside the cathedral.
Aye, the cathedral's dark secret has been uncovered. I too suspected this, but was too afraid to act. Augustine himself is a heretic.
He has covered his tracks well, claiming that the sacred relic, the Hand of Jude, was stored here. He had those who came to see it murdered. The Hand of Jude never existed.
And with that realization, the trap closes, brother. My days here are numbered. I awoke to find this cruel dagger placed upon my pillow this morn. It can only mean one thing. I know too much, and they are moving to silence me. I can only hope that what little faith I have left is enough to save my soul. Please, take this thing away from me. Its very sight troubles me to no end. May your faith protect thee, Brother Luther, for that's all you have.
Paul, why were you looking up like that? I'm pretty sure that blue light behind the custodian meant absolutely nothing. I'm pretty sure he's completely gone. I'm pretty sure he's perfectly fine. He probably escaped.
This isn't really happening.
Yeah, why would you not have told Paul about this before? Actually, now that I have a 5-point circle of power, Antubok, Magamore, Pargon. Let's assign it there. Let's assign a 5-point recovery spell as well. So, Pargon, Santac, Narrowcath. Let's do shield as well. Bank Rock, Stantag, Pargon. Alright. Now we are good. Don't even finish him off, just leave him headless for the rest of his life. I think that's a very humane thing to do. And, oh, a Bone Thief. And Bone Thief, you're completely useless. Oh, man. So, the reason why they've been luring people to the church to look at the Hand of Jude that doesn't exist is because they wanted to kill them and use their bodies to feed the Guardian. So that the Guardian stays in place to guard the artifact. Yeah, that's really what they're doing. Oh no. Oh man. We interrupted those zombies' drinking party. Oh. We haven't done this in a while. Alright. 5-point spells do obviously take longer to cast, but they're more powerful. That is a Bone Thief that is... Oh, he got instantly killed by that horror. We do not need to mess with that horror at all. That wasn't good. Oh, hey, a door. I don't care. Let's see what... Oh. Lethal magic. Mantarok would have done just fine to dispel it as well, but the Mantarok rune does cost more magic. Which would make sense, because it is pretty OP. They have to have some kind of, yeah. Oh, it was a voodoo doll. That's not good.
You are a clever man, Brother Luther. Wanting answers to clarify your new position as fugitive, you seek them out, and this is what you find. Tell me, what does a man such as yourself think of when he finds a viper's nest of heresy? When he finds the very source of corruption?
I think of irony. Irony of what you, masquerading as a member of the Inquisition, stand for. And that you stand for evil.
Evil is merely a perspective which no longer concerns me, Luther. You will be executed in the most painful manner imaginable. After we have broken your frail body and mind in the name of our true Lord, Ulyoth. Come, my children, feast on this morsel, and let us return to our preparations.
That subtle detail of Paul Augustine just petting the Bone Thief as they... I've never noticed that before. I actually like it. Sorry, Mr. Custodian, but... I guess you couldn't protect yourself with the dagger. You gave me the dagger. And then a monster showed up, and it's like, I probably shouldn't have given him that dagger. That is a very weird key, and it's like, it just unlocks the door telekinetically. It's a magic key. It's not too far-fetched. Given what we've gone through with this game so far. No, let's not do it just yet. I feel a boss coming up. Now let's do it.
This is the one that seeks to do combat with me.
Your task, my liege and greater guardian, is to guard this place. Do not worry about this worm. His kind yelps in terror at the sight of your mightiness. We will dispose of him ourselves.
If I am to guard this place, then I will do it as I see fit. Be gone. Leave me. And I will guard the artifact as you have instructed.